Hey, dang y'all, that was obviously not good to see the water squirting out of my city water connection like that. So obviously I have a problem. And the problem, I believe, is the pressure valve that goes on the city water connection, and it's because of my own doing. What I did is I was having problems getting the city water to come in the other day, and so the valve was stuck in the closed position. So I basically broke the valve and disabled it. And then thinking that I could use the pump, I tried to, but now I am having problems with the water shooting out when I try to use the pump. So what we're going to do today is first I'm going to show you how to uh, disable that and take this connection off, and then I'm going to show you how to make it work for just a temporary solution, and then I'm going to show you how to install the new one, which I've got on order from Walmart. Hopefully it's arriving today. We got to go in and into town and pick it up. So we will show you how to do that. Of course, like every day before that we've been here at Paris, except for yesterday, which turned out to be a beautiful day, it is raining and it's pouring rain. So we'll be doing this all in the rain to make it even more exciting. So enjoy from the comfort of your easy chair, and we'll see if we can show you how to do this. There's 3 screws that hold this in on this one, but it's not only that, we've got to get this line of caulk off. Using a knife, gently kind of remove all this. Always, children, be careful with knives. And I usually wind up cutting myself doing stuff like this. She is. I thought that was a Phillips, but it's a standard. And this is the guy that's the problem. I'm trying to show that it should be valve in there. So I got the part off of the RV. That wasn't very difficult at all. And I just thought I'd bring it over here to the picnic table where I have surface so I can show you how to take this apart. This also is very easy. This is a pair of channel locks. I'm guessing a wrench on here. real simple. Get it enough, you just do it by hand. And so here's the rascal right here. This part is probably okay. I gotta see what comes with the part that's from Walmart though, that I got on order, because this one does have a little chip out of it. Might be able to see that tiny little chip out of it. So I'm worried about that a little bit. But as you can see inside here, this is completely discombobulated in there. So this valve definitely needs to be replaced. And so that's what we're going to work on next. I'm going to see if there's a way I can get this up and running, just so we can get our breakfast dishes done, so we're not stockpiling dishes. So I don't like to do that. So to do that, I just need to close that hose off somehow. I just got to see if I got the hardware around to do that. This should allow me to at least get my breakfast dishes done. I found a socket extender that fits in there nicely, and we'll just clamp down on that, and just a very temporary fix. Tight on there for me. That should be good right there. So I got the new part, and there's a couple of things that didn't come with it. So I had to take this little grommet out of the old setup, and I'm putting that in our new city water connection right here. Sometimes you got to do stuff like this because they don't always have all the parts that you need. And then this piece is the same as well. And there's another little grommet inside here that I already put in there. That was it's a new grommet actually that I got. Grommet washer, I don't know what you call that exactly, but so I got that in there, and then I bought some Teflon tape, and so we're getting this part done first. I always like to use this Teflon tape when I'm working with these fittings. So just take you off a small piece like that, or you can actually, it's probably better to wrap it first. Don't need a whole lot of it. Wrap it around your threads. That always seems to happen. You don't want to waste this stuff either. Then you rub it in real good like this. Don't do that, it'll just come right off. And this is, I'm no professional plumber by any stretch of the imagination, but stuff that I've learned through the years using this stuff. Okay, so before we waste any of this, we'll get it back on the roll to use for next time, because this stuff is, depending on where you buy it, it can be kind of expensive. And I always have trouble keeping up with stuff like this. I seem to lose it. I'm going to try to keep up with this roll, put it in a little box or something like that. So we got that part done, and now we're going to put this fitting back on here. So it's just the opposite of what we did earlier. This is going to be snug because I got the two different grommets on here, or washers. So get your wrench on here. Over tighten this stuff either, because it's just plastic, and plastic you will break, which I've done many times. Get that started again. Get it snug with your hands. Doesn't have to go all the way up here to the top of the threads. As long as you got good contact on it, it should be fine. You don't want anything moving around in here. That's been something I've learned through the years too. Is, anything moving around in here, I guarantee you're going to have stuff shooting out of there when you get the water pressure on there. Okay, so we want to prepare this surface here, and I just want to get this cleaned up a little bit. We're gonna cut a piece of Eternabond tape and use it for our seal. I like using that Eternabond better than I do caulk. Caulk to me is just messy and sloppy. So it doesn't have to be perfect, but cleaned off the best you can. So I like to use Eternabond for a lot of these type things, and so I cut out one little piece of Eternabond to make a washer on here, basically a gasket, if you will, for the city water connection. That way, these holes and everything, I won't have leakage around them and everything. So the Eternabond tape, kind of got to do, there's a little technique to getting the backing off of it, but I highly recommend Eternabond. Free plug for Eternabond here. I use it, and I keep it in my toolbox. I use it so much for many things. Even little tiny pieces of it can come in very useful. Hose it in the way here a little bit. And you kind of got to, with this Eternabond, you want to press down real good on it. Make sure. And once it's on there, you will not get it off. It makes a very good seal. So I like to use it a lot better than I do caulk for a lot of stuff like this. I mean, you can still caulk around this, but I don't really see a need. Okay, so we're going to put our whole apparatus that we put together, the valve along with the connector, and go ahead and attach it. So you got your little clamp, and so you put that on first here. And of course I understand most RVs are different. You may have pecs here or something different than that. Mine just happened to be a clamp. Slide your hose back on here.
this clamp was a little bit bigger than the one that I had, but this is what they had available. So I'm hoping this is going to work for us. Got a ways to go on this one, make it tight. And I'm doing this by hand just because I want to make sure that it's seated on there correctly first. Make sure when you do this that you're actually on the plastic. Mine's coming off there a little bit, so I want to move it back a little bit. There we go. Make sure you got some plastic here. Get this to the point where it really bites into that hose. And I'm going to finish it out with the driver. So I just wanted to make sure that this thing was on here real good and tight, so finish it out with the driver. That's one part you want on there real tight, because this thing works under pretty high pressure. So before we screw this thing back in here, we're going to go ahead and test it. Very important. You don't want to get it all screwed in here and then find out you got a leak somewhere. So we're going to go ahead and test that part now. So we'll attach our city water connection. Like so. Okay, so we turned the pump on and nothing happened, and that's what we want. We didn't want the fountain coming out here again, so we're looking pretty good. And so now all we got to do is we have to reestablish our connection back here, and that should be pretty easy. And we'll just get our driver and do that. Okay, so we're good to go. We checked the city water, we checked the pump. We don't have any water spurting back out.
the pump is not running when it's not supposed to be. In other words, so the pump is on, but we don't hear that pump cycling, so that means we don't have any leakage anywhere, so that's a great sign. The project at this point, I would say, is complete. You want to just keep an eye on it for a couple days when you use it. Use both your city water and use your pump. Thanks for watching, everyone, and if you found something that's helpful, check out our Slowpokes RV or other videos and subscribe. We appreciate you watching the video today, and have a great day.